I've been at war with the Mouse Mafia for a month. They don't carry guns, they carry tiny crumbs and zero respect for personal property. The Mouse Mafia run this patch. They've got lookouts, they've got roots. And 4 weeks they absolutely own me. They're not just mice. They're an organized crime syndicate with better local knowledge than I'll ever have. Most guides tell you to ask nicely. The Mouse Mafia don't do nicely. They do whatever's easiest for them. I thought I was pitching smart. Turns out I was just handing them the keys to the guest wing. You can't bribe them. You can't negotiate. You've just got to make your tent way more hassle than it's worth. They don't come for a full meal. They come for a look, then bring the whole family round later. That's how the Mafia works.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was playing around with CapCut. I found a new feature and I got carried away. But yeah, the struggle's been real. Here's what really works. I mean, the first most important bit is your pitch. That can be a little bit extensive, so I'm going to get into that first. Now, the area, like different areas have different types of mice. Okay, I know it sounds a bit mad. Even if it's the same species of mouse, field mouse, house mouse, I don't know the exact names, this and the other, but so like nature reserves, this and the other, with loads of people in. Field mice tend to be a bit more skittish. You don't have to worry about them as much unless you smell food. I'm going to keep coming back to that because that's the most important thing, keeping food smells away from your tent. But yeah, back to that. Like if you're in like woods where there's loads of dead wood, stone walls, not many people, the mouse are going to be bolder, so you'd need to be a bit more cautious. I'm going to show you where I've pitched, and then I'll just like tell you a little bit about that, and then I'm just going to go into stuff that can actually repel them. So yeah, here's my pitch. If it's a field mouse you're going to be dealing with, which is most common because most of these are going to be pitching in fields, stuff like that. I mean, all of them are going to act similar. It's just field mice are a little bit more cautious anyway, so that ups your chances of not getting broken into as much. Now, that being said, right, if there's no food smells in your tent, and you're a big living, breathing, scary human, okay? They're not just going to break in for your sweat, okay? If the opportunity is there, if your backpack's lying outside the tent, and they smell it, yeah, they might have a nibble, right? It's a bit of salt to them, but a bit of salt is not worth a life, okay? They try and when they smelling food, smelling whatever, right? They like weigh up the risks and stuff. They're really clever scavengers and foragers. Yeah, so field mice are a little bit more cautious anyway, but still, don't pitch near long grass, don't pitch near a tree, or you're just gonna you park them right in the highway. Okay, you're gonna be hearing them all night. Like it might not break in, but it's still unsettling. You know, like running around your tent, this and the other. It is. It really is. If you're anxious and this and the other anyway about them. So yeah, don't pitch near a tree. Don't pitch in long grass. Try and find some nice flat grass, nice path, something like that. That being said, if you have to pitch in long grass, don't worry about it too much. If you take the preventative measures, it just means you're a little bit more likely to hear them run around. Not guaranteed, just a bit more likely. See all that is ideal vole and mouse territory. Now voles, I'm not really going to talk about in this because, I mean, they're just basically vegan mice, okay? They want nothing to do with you or your tent. The worst you're going to hear is them talking to each other, having little territory disputes, this and the other. But like I say, they're nothing to worry about at all. It's the Mouse Mafia you've got to fucking worry about. See, me personally, I'm not going to have the option to have like a big, nice bit of flat grass. I'm going to have a thin bit of flat grass. But luckily, loads of dogs in that walk here, and not that many people this and the other. So, yeah, they usually use things like this from the highway. Like, say, if you're between two bits of long grass, you usually use it as a highway. But the dogs, all the scents and that, it hasn't been really bad at all. So yeah, pick your pitch carefully. Where dogs walk this and the other, they don't really like the smells, but it means you might encounter more people. But it depends what your priorities are, okay? So yeah, nice bit of flat grass. Don't go near a tree. Don't go near a stone wall. They love stone walls. It's all about hiding from predators and that, see? Why I said nice open grass is because they don't like being spotted by predators and just tend to avoid it, yeah. But yeah, choose your environment carefully. research what type of mouse you're going to be dealing with, and pitch smart. So repellents. Right, I'm going to move on to repellents. Don't go putting traps down. They're not very effective. You have to put food on them. So I mean, you're trying to draw them away, not draw them in. You know, and like you kill a couple of mice. There's food there. So the more is going to come. It's just pointless. Peppermint oil. It works, okay? There's a lot of conflicting information about it, but if there's no food smells in the tent, it's nice warm weather, there's not like loads of nice nesting materials in there, but I mean, they're not going to smell out, and thing is just for nesting materials if you take the right measures anyway. This is a lot of scaremongering in that, really. It really is. Yes, I had problems in that when I first started this, but I was dumb. I was like pitching next to stone walls, next to pieces of deadwood, next to trees, just stupid places. I was keeping bits of food in the tent, a bit of food in my pocket. I'd forget about this, whatever. So just be extensive, okay? Get the food well away from your camp. Ideally about 12 foot up a tree, or in a nice Tupperware box about 20 foot, 30 foot away from your tent. If you have nothing like that, just put it in a fucking carrier bag, strap it up a tree, hope for the best. It depends what's more important to you, like protecting your food or protecting your camp. For me, it's my camp. Having a load of mice in my tent would just ruin my fucking time. Yeah, I mean, I've experienced it. So yeah, this is the peppermint oil I've got. It's literally $1.49. I found the cheaper oils. It has to be essential oil, 100% essential oil. Now, the reason I've gone for a cheap one is because they literally swell stronger, okay? Because they're not designed to be ingested or whatever people do with this shit, I don't really know. But this is cheaper. It's designed to like be vaporized in the incense burners and stuff. It's not really designed for thingy. So the menthol's really harsh. It's stronger. It comes from a plant they don't even like. They dislike even more than the fancy peppermint plant they use. So yeah, go for a cheaper 100% oil. This is £1.49 from Savers, and this could literally keep mice away for like a week if you wanted it to, or if you can stretch it out. But I go through like one every other night. They've had my head fucking done in, seriously. So yeah, peppermint oil does work. Put on cotton wool balls, a sock, piece of fabric, something like that. Whack couple under the tent, one in the tent. You don't have to get fancy with it. They'll smell it from fucking miles away. And I've watched them get a whiff of it and fucking, they really don't like it. It burns burns their nose, burns their whiskers. They just don't like it. But they will push through it for food. They really will. They if there's decent food in there, they're not fucked. Do you want to see how I hung my food up? Yeah, might be a good idea. I'm going to have a little thing, see if there's anything I've missed. Give me 2 seconds. So yeah, have food away from the tent, choose your pitch wisely, and do your research on the area. See what mice you're going to be dealing with, what predators are in the area, what the weather's going to be like. Just do your research, look into what mice don't like, and do your research. Yeah, a couple of myths, okay, because there's a lot of conflicting information when you go and try and research into this. That's why I've tried to put it all in one for you as best I can. If I've missed anything, just comment. I mean, look at the channel name, have a look at the channel. Like you'll see, I've got plenty of time on my hands. Yeah, and I literally replied to your comment or whatever straight away. Yeah, because like I say, there's a lot of conflicting information. But yeah, one of them is that they'll break in just for your sweat because of the salt and bullshit. Okay, if you leave your bag outside, if you leave a bit of cologne outside, or if you've got food in the tent and they like catch a thingy of it, like, and it's just right there, yes, they're going to have a little nibble because it's accessible. It's a bit of salt, a little treat, but a little treat is not food. Okay, it's not nutrients. It's not going to risk its life for a bit of sweat. And in most cases, like if you're a big heavy male like myself, the sweat's actually a bit of like a thing for them as well. They know what a human sounds like. They know it's a big, scary predator in there. Yes, they're not going to risk their life for a bit of sweat, but you've got to take the measures. You've got to do your research because, yeah, if you do the wrong things, yeah, I mean, I've put what works. So yeah. So I hope that's cleared a few things up. Like I say, if I've missed anything, just comment away. And when I have more money, okay, I'm going to do like a way better video on this. More hobo / camping tips incoming. Bye. Stay strong, guys. Mwah.